Then so,
You're welcome.
thank you. Thank you. So we are here with Marisa and the Moths, kicking off. We're still at Call of the Wild Festival, and we just caught them before they go on their set in an hour or two's time. How are you doing?
Excited.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What a cool festival. What a great vibe there is.
Is this your first time here?
First time here?
First time.
Yeah.
And when did you get here? You just got here today. If you said, you've been here all
just
weekend.
Today, yeah, unfortunately we couldn't be here all weekend, but no, we just got here and we're just like, oh, this is fantastic. This is exactly the kind of vibe we love at the festival. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
We would have
Lovely.
been our best mates getting married.
Yeah.
That's more important then.
Nah, yeah, no, that'd be great.
To be fair, I already played here with a different band like three
You
years,
have?
three
Yeah.
years ago,
Yeah.
but I was excited to get back because I love this festival.
What band was that? 'Cause we've
It's
been.
the Allo.
Oh right, yes, yeah, we would have seen you. 'Cause apart from the first one, we've been here every year since. Yeah, I think I saw Doomsday
It's
Outlaw.
a lovely festival. It's absolutely great. I was so excited to be back.
Yeah, good. Well, I start off with an apology to all of you because I was at the Elvana gig at the Engine Shed in Lincoln, and you supported,
I
and
remember
I
that gig.
didn't watch you, so I
am
need to.
outraged.
Yeah. Bring on your wrath, because I am so sorry. I wish at that point I had seen you, because I didn't know anything about you, and I thought, oh yeah, I did, just because we were right at the back. My brother was quite drunk. Yeah, so we was like kind of like trying to calm him down a little bit and entertain him. He was loving it. So I did come to the front, had a look a bit, but I didn't take you. So I'm going to really be there at the front with you today.
Thank you
at
very
Call
much.
of the Wild. So
Don't
that's
mess
my.
it up.
Yeah. Don't be rubbish, guys.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like our thing we say before we go on stage.
We're
We're
very
like,
It's like, don't be good.
Get
It's
on.
not. Don't be good. It's not. Have
Have
a great show.
break a
No, it's like,
leg.
don't suck, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like, cool, yeah, see you on the flip. Fine.
So again, apologies for that, but I'm just interested. How did that gig with Elvana come about then?
Oh, I was just kind of hustling,
Yeah,
to
pretty
be
much.
honest. Yeah,
You said-
literally.
You just kind of. You were like, I'm gonna do this gig. By the way.
Basically, they asked us to support them at the O2 Leicester and Birmingham, and like sold out shows, but it was Sod's Law. It was the one weekend that year that we had tour dates, because we weren't touring as much at the time. I was like, God. But if you ever, well, thank you for the opportunity. We can't make it, but if you're ever in need for a support band, let us know. And then I realised, it kind of clicked. I was like, they're doing quite well.
Yeah.
This is very last minute to ask 2 or 3 days before the event's happening to get a support in. I was like, just out of interest, why so last minute? Because obviously you guys are clearly organised, and he explained that they just lost their backing singers, and that the backing singers had their own band that were the opening band. I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, well, I do harmonies, not to jump in their grave, but I could do both. I was like, maybe they'll give us more gigs like this, and then we could be friends. But it actually turned out to be like this amazing experience, because I went on audition for them, got on like a house on fire. I got loads of experience doing that, and then our band got a bunch of tour dates supporting them playing the biggest shows that we've played, and it's given us this incredible experience, and we've grown because of
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
So when we've got these other opportunities playing in front of bigger crowds, it's like more natural.
Feels a little bit more like we're in there. Yeah. No, they were fantastic, and I've totally forgot what I was going to say.
And it's okay.
Well,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
warmth.
no,
It's the heat.
But it was nice to see, because then we sort of toured like the end of last year, and then like spring or earlier this year, and a number of people would come up to us and say, "Oh, we saw you at Elvana for the first time, and we're here now," because we hit a lot of the towns that we did with Elvana. We were going around with them, so we're
I
like,
think you read my mind. That's literally what I was going to say.
It's so
That's
connected.
it. He stole it from your mind.
fine,
It's
it's fine.
spooky.
"I got you, bro."
There's a
So-
slight rhythm section.
Yeah, so it's from that point I started taking notice of you, and I've got your EP, Something Damned. I can't remember.
Damned
what that
If I
is.
Do.
Damned if I do.
That's it. Love that EP. But apart from that, I don't really know much about you. So tell us all about Marisa and the Moths, where you all met, and why are these guys the Moths?
Well, they kind of just showed up.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Knocked on the door. There was a light. We were like,
Keep hitting on the line.
Wait till the door got open. Me and Marisa have been friends a long time through like different musical projects, and Marisa was start writing some fantastic stuff. I was in too many bands. I was with five bands at the time.
Yeah.
I was just put myself out there.
Your band's slow.
Yeah. And then came to the studio to help out, and then it just it solidified from there. It was like, this is what I've got to do. And then you were coming up with we were trying to come up with band names, weren't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the band name was accidental. I misheard Liam.
I came up with something much more clever, I'm sure.
Marisa and the Moths. Because
Moths,
there was
is that what it was?
terrible...
Oh, it's not that good.
It's awful. I will take full for this because the placeholder name, when we hadn't decided on a band name yet, because we did like a sort of low-key strict gig just to get out there for the first time, and we called ourselves Bad Mouth.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, this is terrible, we need an actual name. And then we were sat having a beer, weren't we, and you throwing around ideas, and you said Marisa and the Moths, and I was like, Marisa and the Moths, oh my god, that's amazing, because, you know, there's symmetrical, I love symmetry, but also there's a dark side and the fragile side, and we've got our heavy side and we've got our light side, and and it's obviously alliteration with my name, and it's like, perfect, that's it, done.
ADHD, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
And then you just couldn't say, actually, I said males after all that, could you?
Yeah. That's exactly what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah. And then we've done a spinal tap of having many different members. But then we luckily stuck with these two fantastic musicians, and since then it's. Yeah, sorry, they've left you guys. Thanks,
They saw a better light over there.
And yeah, it's natural now. It's fantastic. I think we've like really solidified into what we are, and it's great. You know, it's not work anymore. It's just so natural. I know it's miss when we're not on stage, so it's gonna be great getting out there.
Aww. Me too, I get well set. I don't know about you guys, but I had serious tour blues.
Oh, tour blues coming out after tour. It's like, what do I do now? It's 5 o'clock. I'm not sound checking.
So yeah, I feel paralysed.
Yeah.
Your sounding is quite grungy. Is that what you're all into? The 90s.
We're fighting against
that.
Well, we started off with that kind of. We were definitely going 90s kind of grunge inspired thing. But I think it quite quickly. We explained it wrong, and
now everybody explains it wrong. We're like, we're not Nirvana, please listen to us.
I think we've grown out of it a bit, but there's definitely some touches of that on the first album, and there's the light, dark, there's the heavy, like the heavy, quiet bits, which is kind of that 90s thing. But we try not to be stuck into a kind of you never want to be stuck into a genre. You never want to be like, we sound like this kind of thing. But
it's like people calling Sleep Token metal. There's a whole thing about that right now.
Oh God, isn't there just?
Yeah, and it feels a bit like, hard to relate. And I think that it's actually that unique. I think a lot of bands struggle with this. But PR, when you're doing like a PR campaign to promote your album releases, etc., you literally have to say what bracket you fit into, and it's like, this one. I don't know.
I think we've kind of gone more anthemic, kind of metalcore touches and stuff. Melodic rock. I think it's more.
Lots of influences.
But yeah, because there are so many influences in the band, I think it's kind of grown into something else. I think we're definitely going to have some lighter and heavier stuff in the next one. So.
Faster though.
Faster, big, some mosh pits, big, fighting.
There's a breakdown in one of them.
Yeah, so we have the breakdown.
But all different influences also allowed us to discover our acoustic side and record some things like Damned If I Do and other street versions of our existing songs, which it was an explosion of creativity on songs we already had on the table. So
Why does everything you say sound so much better?
I can
It
translate.
does, doesn't it? It's
Italian
such a...
accent.
I need to sleep. You're making me so sleepy. I'm so. Keep talking, Alex.
He's not happy.
He's so relaxing.
That's just the Italian accent, I assume.
Yeah. It's not what you're saying, definitely.
So you,
No, exactly. I don't know. I don't understand what you say, but keep saying that.
so you touched on what's kind of like happening in the future and like writing. Is there another album in the works? And how does the writing process work?
Well, driving up here actually, and Marisa was playing me. We've had a couple of little. Let them pass. Professional. We've had a couple of writing sessions and thrown ideas around with these, but Marisa was playing me some demos that she's put together, and they are for the new album. Literally on the bus ride up here, which is really nice to get excited about the show and the kind of future where it's going. And they're just fantastic. And it comes from those kind of loose forms, and we kind of bring our little sparkly bits on it. But it's really exciting. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, basically, I get sad after tours end and stuff happens, and then I'm like, I have to put it somewhere, and I go into like a crazy little thing, and then I go to Liam. He's always the guy I go to first because obviously he's like, we've known each other for a long time. It's quite personal, to be honest, when it's like at that embryonic phase, and I'm like, this might be shit. I hope you don't think so, to be honest. Because
I always tell you when they are.
Yeah, you do. You do. You're like, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
For somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then obviously as Liam said, like we're going to take it into a room later. But we're kind of maybe going to approach it slightly differently for this run, like because we want to try adding some more electronic kind of sounds in there too. So we're just going to try some stuff, and it might not work. We might still need to go through the kind of like organic route that we go through and then add it later. But yeah, like as we said, some of them are faster and kind of a bit more commercial sounding.
We've sold out.
We sold out. But it's not even that, because I feel like it's still so us. Like it's you listen to it, you're like, oh, that's you guys. But because the melodies probably a lot. But yeah, it's a progression, and I feel like every album should be. Yeah.
You touched on getting the sadness. So some of your lyrics do delve into issues with mental health. How do you cope with that sort of thing?
I play drums.
Right.
Wine is great.
Brilliant. Wine works really well.
Wine works really good. My cats are pretty cool. What can I say? I was so rock and roll.
Next album, Crazy Cat Lady.
Yeah. But genuinely, you know, like going on our most recent tours, something definitely has shifted, and I mean, I'm talking more on the mic about what the songs are about anyway, and it's got a bit more personal. You know, not all the time, but where it kind of suits it. And our fans have been coming and talking to us about quite personal stuff to them, and saying how much it means to them that we're being so open about it. And to be honest, that was the whole purpose behind being so open and blunt about it anyway, because for me personally, like, that's what music is to me. When I'm feeling down or happy, I don't want to elevate that, but feeling down and I feel misunderstood, alone, whatever it is I feel, I go to music. I feel like a lot of people have that, but I wanted to make sure that what we create has meaning and it's real, and so that other people can have that same, you know.
It's therapeutic both ways. It's we get so much from the crowd, from the fans, from the connections, and they get everything we can give them as well, and I think that's
it's a reason to keep going.
Yeah, it's a reason to keep going, and it's why people come to so many shows. Like, there are some super fantastic, beautiful fans and people that come to every single show on a tour, which is absolutely. I don't even make all of them. And just to see that, like, we just keep subscribing. It just keeps us going. Like,
it's beautiful.
You never imagine that. Yeah, it's
love,
a massive
a
community. It's spot on. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
They look out for each other as well, which I don't see that often. Like, it's like there's
people,
not as much drama.
People taken to the club and taken into the kind of being protected, and it's beautiful to see.
Yeah, your songs have been described as a deep therapy session, so that must make you feel good that you're helping other people. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. It's like I said, that's the reason why we did it in the first place. So to hear people actually connecting with it is just, I have no words to be honest.
So both albums, you've had rave reviews, lots of mainstream media play. How does that make you feel?
pretty fucking good.
Yeah, number one, baby.
Yeah, current album What Doesn't Kill You, number 1 in the rock and metal charts.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
currently for 1 week.
Well,
yeah.
We are milking that for
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
We've got a statue from the record scene. Like that's
It was a
right.
statue. It wasn't an award. It was a statue.
It's a statue. It's a piece of art.
Yes. It's not plastic.
No, it's definitely not plastic. It might be plastic. It's
It might
fine.
be plastic.
I think it's acrylic.
It's pretty.
Yeah, no, it's like you always hope that like you play it for the music, but you always hope that people like it and people will review it well. And like great grid reviews are great. It's really nice when people like it, but what we really love is introduce it to other people. That's why we love talking to like any reviewer, any YouTube channel. Because if it gets us out in front of people, even if they don't like it, just getting the choice, getting the chance to make someone's mind and turn it. That's all you can ask for. It's so difficult nowadays with the amount of bands there are. That there's no like big proper mainstream rock radio that's playing. So it's an uphill battle, but we love it, and yeah, please share it. Please, if you like it, tell someone else, please. It's always
If you
good.
don't like it, don't tell us. But actually, like going on like the negative side of it, because you do get bad comments sometimes. But and I personally used to get quite upset about it. Probably, obviously, because it's quite a lot of personal stuff that I'm putting out there in the lyrics and things, but also because we put our heart and soul into it all. You know, so much work goes into creating an album, doing a tour, whatever it is. But the fact that something could be polarising, I think generally means that it's doing well. If somebody's taken the time to say something hateful, it means that it's reaching enough people that they found those people. So I don't think it's such a bad thing. Some of my favourite people, or like people I look up to, if I went and actually read the comments section, I would probably be horrified, and have been in the past, because there are a lot of trolls out there that have too much time on their hands, but it's only the people that are doing really well that really track that, because they're obviously jealous and want to just make you feel worse because they feel bad about themselves. So yeah, let's polarise, baby.
It's polarised, yeah.
As I say in all my interviews, there'll be a link in the description of all your material, so anybody watching this, just scroll down and click on and there'll be all links to all your sites, including, I believe, live album coming out soon.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Brand new live album.
That was at Abbey Road, so that was
Pretty amazing.
quite a
to do
nice
that.
studio to record in.
Yeah.
So
Not
I think
bad.
I've heard of that.
yeah. I was just like, yeah, all right, fine.
There's
we'll
some
do it.
crosswalk out front or something. I don't know,
An
yeah.
absolutely memorable experience.
Yeah, like to be able to record in that, like in that room with that much history, and like
So much pressure.
yeah, a lot of pressure, and some of the songs we were like when we recorded the first album, we were younger, and we didn't know what the sound was, and now we've played those songs so many times, from the second album as well. Like it's a really nice way of kind of putting them out again, how we play them now, how these guys have brought a new like touch to it, and how they're a bit heavier and a bit like they've just got the kind of the history of being played now. So it's really just nice to be able to put them out there and go, these are those songs, but with the kind of history of age of us playing them to hundreds and hundreds of people around the country. So yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely more drums.
Yeah,
drums.
it's my favourite album.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's one of those ones because it gives you a really good idea. I mean, it's a live album, so it's going to give you an idea of what we sound like live. But I think it really does sort of encapsulate the sort of energy and the vibe of like how we sort of mixed the first and the second album together, even though they were sort of written like sort of years apart. And I think it just hits the nail on the head really well. And of course, it's a pretty good recording because it's Abbey Road, so you're super chuffed with it.
The kind of recording plus the aura of the place, I think, increased by far the connection we already have naturally as a band, and you can really hear that on the album.
Put us on our A game, didn't it? We were like, better be good here.
I just want to say as well, the whole whole reason we could even record there was thanks to a small group of people that basically helped fund it, that are a bunch of our best fans. Actually, one of them passed away about a year after we recorded it, so we dedicated the album to his memory. Martin Hopkins, who became a really good friend of us, and we miss him every day. But we're so grateful to everyone that helped make that happen. And actually, as well, we crowdfunded the physical prints getting done as well. So because we were like, because it's a live album, we'd be happy just to release it as a digital thing. Obviously, we do a lot of work ourselves to keep costs down. So that's a lot when you're an independent band. So we did the crowdfunder and literally raised what we needed as our minimum target in less than a day, and then the stretch target to do the video edits by 3 or 4 days, which is just mad. So yeah, and it's all thanks to the incredible support of our Moths community. So thank you guys if you're watching.
I always say, if you like a band, anyone watching, if you like a band, listen to them. That's awesome. Buy some merch. It really helps, and it really helps us keep going. We love it for the love of it. We love playing, but it's hard. It's hard work, and we self-fund. So if you can, CDs make really good coasters.
I've seen your house now. When you actually put it on them.
Not a coffee, Leo. Let them ring.
So I see that we can get that on pre-order, but I can't remember when that is out. When is that out?
On July the 4th.
July the 4th, pre-order. Again, link in the description, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Following that release, what's next for Marisa and the Moths?
Well, as we sort of mentioned, that we've started writing. We've also got a stripped album that's nearly finished. We're just kind of deciding how we're going to release stuff, but we wanted to have things prepped. But we're definitely really keen to get back in the studio again to record our next full band thing. Like when inspiration strikes, it's like you kind of just got to go with it.
While the iron's hot and all that.
Exactly. But there is like a lot going on it as well over summer, so it's just like sort stuff out, get as many songs written so that we can just like smash it and get in the studio as soon as possible. Hopefully we'll be in August, September, but we're aiming to have something out by the end of the year. I'm saying aiming to, just in case.
Better write some good songs, eh?
Guys, just give me a sec. So I've already taken them off so I can swim.
And then tour next year?
Yeah, we might have an announcement coming soon.
Oh,
We can't say.
any
we cannot tell.
Any more than that? Any kind of dates for that?
We cannot tell.
When is this?
It'll be announced.
It'll be
Start
some
next
point in
Next year.
next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Start of next year. We can say that much.
Start next
but
year.
You are
Start
supporting a
Q1
band bigger than us,
26.
so it's we're waiting for them to give us the thumbs up to tell everyone. I've been in trouble before when I just get excited, I'm like, we're doing this, and then they're like, you've got to pull it down, and you annoyed everyone in the team. Oh, okay, sorry guys, I was excited.
It's really, all we can say is it's really exciting. Keep your eyes out peeled, because we're so excited. We can't wait to tell everyone about our future plans, whatever they may be.
Yeah, but get the live album for now.
But for now, get your fix, get the live album.
Also, because the live album's really pretty.
It's pretty.
It's really pretty. Yeah, it's like the main colour is like a red with a black splatter, and then if you get the Godfather bundle, then you get the white colour with red splatter. Kind of looks like blood. It's really cool.
That does sound really cool. Well, I'm excited for next year. I can't wait to see you again, folks. Can't wait to see you this afternoon.
Yeah, we better get ready.
I would better let you get off.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us here at Call the Wild. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.